Tokyo Ghoul is a manga created by Ishida. It's a manga about so much I can't even explain all in one video. But what I want to talk about in this video is the evolution of Ken Kaneki himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the one-eyed ghoul. At the beginning, he was your average college student with only one friend and talked to no females, zero at all. And so he's interested in this one girl that he sees. And to be honest with you, you should have known from the start, because look at Rize. She looks like a emo girl that will sleep with you and you wake up not the same the next morning. Like you may be coming back home without a vital part of your body. He likes Rize, you know, they get to talking and stuff, and they like books. He really likes books. They like books and the coffee that they drink. And so she makes up this lie, like, Kaneki there, I need you to come with me so that I can get home safely, because, you know, these ghouls out here is really dangerous. And so he does that, knowing Kaneki is like this naive little kid. And then she lures him to this unbeknownst like place in a back alley. And as a kid, as a 12-year-old, when I was reading this manga, these moments are one of the best I've ever seen in a manga, because Ishida is the only mangaka, I think that's what they call them, that I've seen implemented surprises like this, like moments where I did not expect this to happen. She, maybe because I was 12 at the time, but like looking at it now, I'm like, this game seems kind of sus. The title is Tokyo Ghoul, and he's leading him to suspicious ass place in the middle of the night. So you put two and two together. Yeah, she tries to eat him, and then rallies fall on her, and she's just dead from there out. I was kind of like, oh, really? I mean, really? Like, that killed her? And then you get the sick panel of Kaneki with his one eye open as a ghoul. That's another thing in this manga that I really appreciate. The art style. The art style is fucking phenomenal. Ooh, this panel. So good at art. I feel like more people should read Tokyo Ghoul rather than the anime, especially since the second season. Ever since then, after that incident, Kaneki has been struggling being a ghoul. He doesn't even struggle with being a ghoul because he doesn't even count himself as a ghoul. He still thinks of him as a human. So he's like having this interconflict. He can't eat food. He having trouble talking to Hide. Hide very good at seeing food people, so Hide knows what's up. But like he gotta give Kaneki his space, obviously. When Hinami Mom got caught by Mado in the streets, and Kaneki had to see Hinami fight struggle. Whereas he tried to fight Nishi in the past, which he did, he succeeded, but that was like an off-won battle. He didn't expect to win that battle at all. Honestly, I think he got plowed over in that battle. I feel like he should have lost. Ever since that moment, he's known that he's not really that strong, and especially going up against a investigator, he's like, I'm not strong enough. So he has to. This is like one of the fucking heart-wrenching moments in the manga. One of many, actually. He has to cover her eyes and ears, try to do both, because our mom is getting manslaughtered by this guy. That was one of the toughest moments for him.
Kaneki returns to train more, and it really pays off when he faces Amon. In this battle, you can see that it really paid off, because he's handling Amon for 90% on the battle without even using anything, just pure fist. So before all of this, the most important thing about the battle wasn't even Kaneki's fighting ability, it was his understanding of the world, because he got the quote. Let me talk about the quotes for a second. Hold on. Since we're on the, he got the quote, "What's wrong isn't me, what's wrong is this road," from Amon. Let me say some other good ones. "If you were to write a story with me in the lead role, it would certainly be a tragedy. I won't hold back. I will press forward like a centipede." And then the most coldest one. Why couldn't you live for me? You had a choice. Why did you choose me? Finish off, Amon was barely to any difficulty at all. He saves Toka from being double teamed in that situation. Through Amon, he comes to a realization that Ken Kaneki himself is the only person in this whole entire world understand how each side feels. He should be the only person to give a valid judgment of how things really is, because he is both a ghoul and a human at the same time. Later on, when he's taken by Tsukiyama and put into that little, what do you even call it, a freak show? In the anime, they made it seem like Kaneki just fell for this. But in the manga, he actually didn't fall for it. He went with Tsukiyama to this place to get information because he wanted to know more about Rize. So this girl told him to go there for exchange for information on Rize. In the anime, he just follows him. This is detrimental to his character development because he's not so naive just to follow some random person again like he did with Rize. You see how that happened, and you see how this happened. It's not really too much to talk about Tsukiyama arc. I think we should just leave that the way it is, that dark arc, the freaking Ahsoka arc. We should just leave it how it is. Next, I'm gonna talk about Aogiri Tree. In the anime and the manga, this is the biggest difference I've ever seen. In the anime, Jason kidnaps him, tortures him, and he changes, but then he just disappears. In the manga though, they kidnap him, but he's actually in the Aogiri Tree base, and he's with other people. And it's kind of like a get out situation where they're imprisoned there, and if they stay any longer there and jeopardize, they might die. So they're trying to get out. And so we basically have this arc of them trying to leave this place, and they think about to leave, but they don't. And so like 40% of the team that he's with that is trying to get out of Aogiri Tree dies. And then Jason comes and Kaneki gives up himself for his other team to leave. So he basically sacrificed himself. So that's like a big difference from the anime. You know, Jason is a weirdo, so he wasn't going to let them other people go. But, you know, it's just the dot of it. I mean, we also get to see this encounter, this Zest Fest. He's another story for another day, honestly. Because he was giving me wishy-washy feelings when I was first seeing him. Like, are you good? Are you evil? Which one? I think he's like Tsukiyama, but he's more zesty. And then for the moment you guys are all waiting for, the moment everybody watches this anime or read the manga for, really, the tortured arc. In the manga, he gets presented with two other people he tried to escape with. One's the mother and one's the son. And the anime gets presented with a couple. And Jason makes him decide who he should save. And coming from Kaneki, he doesn't want to hurt anyone. He takes the big pacifist thing to the limit. He would rather be hurt himself than hurt others, which is a flaw in this Kaneki. And so he can't come to the decision, so both of them die. But to be honest with you, Jason wasn't going to let any of them live anyway, even if he decided, like, to kill the mom or kill the boyfriend and the couple. Jason's going to kill both of them anyway. But it just solidifies into Kaneki even more because he couldn't have saved either of them at that second. Even if he did pick the mom, that shit really broke him because during the torture, I feel like he felt as though this is only him. He's the only one suffering right here. But when he's presented with people that he could save, but then he just kills both of them unintentionally, that makes him go more insane. And so he just goes into his mind. He doesn't even, like the whole scene of him, he'll break my toes, my fingernails, all of that. He's not even thinking about nothing more. He's just like in his mind talking to Rize. That's not even fucking real. And so I think the backstory of the mom is really, really, really good touch on this. He gets his personality solely from his mom, whereas I'd rather be hurt than to hurt others because his mom fucking just gave all she had to her sister and worked herself to the bone to survive for Kaneki, than to tell her sister to like fuck off, basically. That's what she should have told her sister, and then figure out, just tough luck, man, just lock in. That's what I would have told my sister. But she got that type of mentality just to help people, even at the cost of her own life. And so she dies. And like Rize is like, do you think your mom really cared about you if she was caring for her sister this much? And Kaneki's so naive, he's like, yes. But it just comes to the understanding that Kaneki, when realized if his mom really did care about him, that she would give up on her sister and care for her child and not leave her child behind. And so this further thinking, this like he thought his mom as a priest, like a fucking god, basically. And so this understanding of coming that his mom was actually wrong and not right in this whole entire time broke him and turned his hair white. Well, that's not the only thing that turned his hair white. We did have the torture of the people dying when he tried to leave Aogiri Tree. becoming ghoul, all that stuff, but this is kind of like just pushed him over the edge. Something that he believed in for the longest, coming alive, basically. And so he devours Rize in his mind, basically symbolizes him becoming one as a ghoul, accepting his ghoul part. He's both a ghoul and a human now. For the sake of his loved ones, he has to forget the past of his wrong and hurt others. He is Ken Kaneki.